on third down, Mark Ingram. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson on first down. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Breeze now to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone. And ordinarily that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Ingram. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. Out right, this is Boyle, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Breeze going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Right there. 54, right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Breeze. Again has it complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Back now in Mexico City. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Hill, the intended receiver once again. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Breeze now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. Room here to run. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Breeze now to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Defensive coordinator just puts their face. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra